Kia ora, lovely Leo. Thanks for joining me. Do, or please, like, share and subscribe. Hit the little bell. I'm coming out over the next week, actually, with some quite in-depth 3-monthly forecasts, something a bit different. So, yeah, thanks for joining me. It really supports me in keeping this channel going. And we're looking at, this is your reading for this full moon in Aquarius, which is the second full moon in 1 month. Reasonably unusual. I do believe at the moment as well that Mercury and Mars are conjunct Virgo, which would indicate some very precise forensic sort of picking apart of things, information, whatever it happens to be, in order to put it back together again in some kind of new understanding. So it's sort of interesting times, isn't it? I think all over the world. So currently we're looking at past current energies at this full moon, what will be revealed for lovely Leo, and moving forward. And we'll clarify, of course. We shall clarify. Okay. Let's just get something to jump. For Leo, please. For Leo, thank you. Okay, Leo. We come to I just get that. We come to a new level, actually, of understanding ourselves, Leo, with a level, with a level of objectivity, actually. It's just what I'm getting from this. So anyway, let's have a look. What's behind you? We have recent past. We have the Four of Swords. We know the Four of Swords is about healing. It's about taking time out. It's about rest. It's like that feeling where you just, at the end of the week or whatever it is, you're just exhausted and you lie down and it's like the deepest, most satisfying sleep. This is the Four of Swords. Now, often, as adults, in fact, often we need to know when to give this to ourselves because generally others don't give it to us, do they? We need to provide that for ourselves. So, interesting, it is a card of healing. And it would indicate, of course, some difficulty, some effort, great effort has been exerted. Currently, Leo, we've got this Aquarian card. So what is this full moon going to maybe clarify some things for you? It's certainly going to be a time of healing where you yourself, open up in some ways as a channel for a channel that is able to accept more guidance here. And I'm speaking of guidance as your guidance from whatever it is, your connection to the divine, however you experience that. Now, it can be experienced in many different ways, through dance, through movement, through art, just through nature, in fact. So we see you here, it's a beautiful healing card. And if we looked at it in a very surface way, it would be wishes and dreams coming true, because when we understand our connection to our divine connection to the divine, you know, because there is divinity within you. You're part of it. That's when real, true healing is occurring at that time. I feel like someone's watching me through the window, which is kind of weird, but no one's there. Anyway, Leo, and then moving forward, we get the Seven of Discs. We get the Seven of Discs, which I just often look at this card and sort of see owls in it, you know. It is a card of review, of sort of looking at what you've really put a lot of effort into. Are you getting what you see to be a kind of equal exchange or a fair result from the energy effort that you've put into something here? So I kind of do get the feeling that there's been a lot of hard work going on, and that's not work as specific, meaning work. I mean, there's just a lot of work that you've been doing with yourself or whatever it happens to be, Leo. Remember, these are very, very general readings. So let's clarify here. If we look at that's it. If we look at the Four of Swords, we get the High Priestess coming out with the Four of Swords. You know, we know the High Priestess has information for us. When I speak of you and your connection with the divine, I mean, this is intuitive guidance at its height. And when we speak of connection, you know, your connection to your own divine source, we see it here. I often think the High Priestess, and I get that sense of that thing of being so exhausted, and you just rest and have a really deep sleep. And maybe some images come to you in that sleep, or some insight come to you upon waking up. You know, the body holds a lot of memory, whether it's genetic memory, whether it's memory as in, you know, your biology is your biography, you know. But this is beautiful. It's just got such a, it's like, I just get this image, you know, like the sacred resting chamber that is in that position of what has passed, what's in your recent past, Leo. So anyway, let's keep going. We have the Star. Well, I mean, we get the Four of Swords coming out again, right? We'll get another card here to clarify, please. The Star. So there's some really intrinsic cellular, like, I mean, on a cellular level healing going on here, Leo. Now that, yeah. And it's almost as if it's just like, this is the Eight of Swords, a card of feeling bound, but actually not being. What I get here is that your body is overriding maybe what has been something that has been going on in your mind, if that makes sense. When we talk of, you know, your biology is your biography. Somehow in here, there's a really there's a divine kind of interceptor. And it's like the healing is carrying on, whether your mind wants to come along with it or not. It will, because eventually realizing that limitation is purely in here. It's not necessarily true. It ain't, it's that song, like, it ain't necessarily so. Whatever that song is. So it's very interesting, Leo. Moving forward to this disc, the 7 of discs, reviewing energy, input, output, energetics. It's all about energetics. It's all about that. We've got far too many cards flopped out there. The first one that came on the table is the Fool. So energy in, energy out. Yep, we review for a bit. And then what's the greatest thing is that we step out unencumbered on a new journey with this incredible understanding of how we want to move forward, because we do want to move forward and we want to do things maybe in a different way. We've certainly, with the Fool here and all of this healing, we've got 4 of Swords twice, the High Priestess, the Star. I just can't fit it all in my hands, but I'm going to hold them up anyway. This is amazing new beginning where you're not encumbered. You're not held back by what's happened in the past, emotionally, mentally, whatever it is, physically. Not held back at all. And you've released certain things here. And the healing process that's gone on has been quite huge, really, Leo, is what I get from this reading. Has been quite huge for you. And what you've done is you've learnt, and I do think there's a reason for this. There's a reason why whatever's happened here, there's a reason for it, which will be very apparent as the years go on. I don't know why I get that. Will become clear as the years go on. We get Singer of the Chalice, which is a cup. It's like the Ace of Cups. It's a richness, a gift, a grail for you to take and make into form in whatever way you choose. It's a heart. It's a heart. It's a cup of love, With that, we have the Green Woman. Now, this is about the power of the natural world, the power of regeneration, the power of, speaking of cells, speaking of the physical body, the power of life, basically. The power of it, but also the ability that we have to really protect that. Like, it's all around us. It exists within us. It's our home. And it is about not only, nature and everything around, it's about your own internal process, your own internal home. And this wonderful card suggests that we understand how to fully protect that, but there is no limitation to that. We know how to protect it, we know how to express it and give it out to others as well, and we know how to receive it. It's really amazing. Really very gorgeous, whatever's going on for Leos out there. And remember, these readings may or may not resonate. Oh, wow. Wow. So, the Journey Map deck, we get 2 cards coming out. We get a card of spring, a card of joy, new growth, hope, faith, all of those wonderful things that exist in the star card as well, Oops, hang on a minute. Awake and aware, welcome in. And the crossroads, very simple. We choose our direction. We get to a point. You've come a long way. It's been a long, long road. I'm getting these songs going, boom, You've come a long, long way from the bad times and the good. I want to celebrate you, baby. Yeah, it's that song. Beautiful Leos. Thanks for joining me. Do check out the full moon reading for this weekend. It's quite fiery, and whether you know your Venus, Jupiter, rising sign and moon, just as a general overview. But thanks for joining me. Have a wonderful weekend. Okay. Cheerio now, Leo. Ka kite. Bye.